Hello and welcome to my Festival Mermaid makeup tutorial. This look was inspired by the current trend for rainbow eyebrows and I've gone for purple, blue and turquoise. First of all, I've applied my Radiant Beauty Balm SPF 20 from Ilia Beauty. This is a lovely golden undertone which looks great on the skin and prepares it for makeup. As brows are the main feature in this look, I want to make sure they're nice and groomed before I start applying the colour. So the main colour for me for this look is going to be blue, which I'm going to use the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eyeliner Pencil in the shade Chaos, which is an amazing electric blue shade. And I'm going to start by applying this to the arch of my eyebrows on each side first, quite densely, in a way that you would any normal eyebrow pencil, but a little bit heavier, as this is going to help hold any eyeshadow in place as well. So I'm going to make sure that I smooth them out with my spoolie brush, as my eyebrow hairs are quite long and it also helps blend the colour into the eyebrows. Then in the front section of my eyebrow I'm going to use the same pencil but a little bit lighter this time, as this section I'm going to actually use a purple eyeshadow, but I'm using the eyeliner as a base so that the eyeshadow can stick to it. The purple eyeshadow that I'm going to use is a MAC eyeshadow and it's called Parfait Amour, which is a frost shade. This I'm going to pack into the front part of my eyebrow using quite a flat, small brush, which I'm just going to gradually apply, building up the colour and trying to blend it into the blue section on the arch of my eyebrow. For more purple punch, I'm going to add my violet pigment, also from MAC, and this I'm also going to use the same brush and build it up into that front section of the brow. As it's a loose pigment, it clings really beautifully to the sort of stickiness of the eyeliner that I've already applied, and again enhances that purple area in that front part of the brow. Then I'm going to use my spoolie brush to blend in the purple eyeshadow through the brow into the blue section. Then I'm going to move on to the central section and arch of my brow, and I'm going to use the MAC shade Fresh Water, which is a Velux Pearl eyeshadow. And this is a really beautiful, slightly lighter blue than the eyeliner, and it helps just to pick up on those eyebrow hairs really beautifully and shows a little bit brighter than the eyeliner alone. So I'm just going to blend that in with the purple and the eyeliner that I've got underneath, concentrating mostly on that arch section. Then for the tail or end section of my eyebrow, I'm going to use a Bourjois eyeliner pencil in the shade Bleu Original, which is number 11. I'm not sure they still make this exact one, but any sort of turquoisey blue eyeliner will do. Then I'm going to softly apply that to the ends of each of my eyebrows, trying to blend it in a little bit with the blue section above it. If you've made a little bit of a mess on the skin, you can always clean that off afterwards. That's the beauty of doing your eye makeup first before doing your base. And I'm then going to blend it out with the spoolie brush again. Then on top of that eyeliner pencil, I'm going to use a different brush as it's a lighter eyeshadow, and I'm going to use Aphrodisiac, also from MAC, which is a lovely aqua blue green turquoisey shade, which has a little bit of a glittery sparkle to it as well, which is really pretty. So I'm going to apply that to the brows, and then again I'm going to blend them out. And that is pretty much your brows done. So just to tidy up the edges, I'm going to use a cotton bud and a little bit of micellar water to just clean up the edges and sharpen the shape of the brows. Then moving on to the eyeshadow, I'm going to use this NARS eyeshadow, which is in the shade Europa. This is an amazing dual intensity eyeshadow, which you can apply wet or dry or both. So first of all, I'm going to apply it with a wet brush, which is actually the brush that was designed to go with these eyeshadows, and I'm going to apply that to the whole of the main lid section of my eyelids. When you use this eyeshadow with a wet brush, it really applies really thickly and really smoothly, and what's great is you get a really solid colour. Once it's dried, it won't budge and it will really set beautifully. So what I'm going to do is apply this first with the wet brush and then allow it to dry, and then on top I'm going to apply a dry application of the same eyeshadow, which I'm going to use with a fluffy brush. Once you've applied the second layer, the dry layer, it really helps to intensify the eyeshadow and it makes a brilliant base to apply anything else on top of. It's kind of like a primer in one with the eyeshadow. Then underneath my eyebrows I'm going to apply my Faithful Vanilla pigment, also from MAC, just to give a bit of a lift to that under the eyebrow area and really separate the blue brow to the rest of the eyelid skin. Next I'm going to go back in with that Chaos eyeliner from Urban Decay and really hug the edge of the lash line, really working it in between those eyelashes and basically giving a sort of rough shape for the eyeliner. It doesn't have to be perfectly neat. Then once I've done that main eyeliner shape, I'm going to sharpen the pencil as it's super soft and does tend to get quite smudgy quite quickly, so you really do need to sharpen the pencil first before you do anything with precision like you would a flick. So I'm just going to do that, and then I'm going to blend it in with the rest of the eyeliner. Then I'm going to use my MAC Freshwater eyeshadow again and then really work it into that eyeliner that I've just applied. Now I'm really going to concentrate on the base, so the lowest edge of the eyeliner to get the densest colour, and then I'm going to soften it slightly at the top of it, as I don't want this to be a really harsh graphic line. I want it to be nice and strong with the colour, but I want the top of the line to be a little bit softer and a little bit smudgy. So I'm just going to apply that with that flat brush that I used before for my eyebrows and really work it into the eyeliner. Then to further soften and blend the eyeliner and eyeshadow, I'm going to use a cotton bud and just run it along the edge of the eyeliner flick, and also I will use a bit of eyeshadow onto the cotton bud and use that to blend it out and soften the edge. Next I'm going to apply the turquoise eyeliner to the lower lash line to contrast with the blue. I think this looks really lovely underneath. And again, same as the top lash line, I'm going to really work this eyeliner pencil into the lashes as close as possible and just build up the colour. As I'm applying this underneath, I also want to blend it into the blue eyeliner flick, which is extending above it, just so the two colours merge beautifully together. Again, to set the eyeliner pencil, I'm going to use the Aphrodisiac eyeshadow from MAC again. This adds a really lovely pop of extra aqua colour, and again it's got a lovely shimmery sparkle to it as well, which looks really pretty on the eyes. Lastly, for eyeshadow, I'm going to apply the purple colour to the inside of my eyes using first the Parfait Amour eyeshadow shade from MAC, and then on top I'm going to use a little bit of the violet pigment as well. This really helps bring all the three colours together and matches up beautifully with the eyebrows as well. Then onto eyelashes. First, a quick curl with my Shiseido eyelash curlers before I apply my Pure Show Maximizer eyelash base, which is a really great base coat, before applying some black mascara on top. And the one I'm going to use today is the waterproof Plump Defy Max Factor mascara in black. I think a waterproof mascara is definitely best for a festival or a long day, as this will really help stay in place for the whole day. Then to further intensify the lash line and the eyelashes, I'm going to tight line the upper waterline of my upper eyelashes with a waterproof black eyeliner. I like to use a pen, but you can use any kind of liquid waterproof eyeliner, as this really helps thicken up the eyelash line and makes your eyelashes a bit more bold. Then underneath on the lower waterline, I'm going to use the turquoise kohl pencil just to again really blend that in with the lower lash line, which I've already got turquoise on, and it really helps intensify the look. Now that the main eye makeup and eyebrow makeup is finished, I want to make sure that I clean away any fallout using a cotton bud. Next I'm going to apply a concealer, and I'm going to be using the Dolce & Gabbana Illuminating Concealer in the shade number 3, which is called Honey. This shade is far too dark for my natural skin tone, but I'm using it as a colour corrector, as it's got quite an apricot undertone to it, so it will help counteract any natural blueness in my under eye area. Next onto base, and I'm going to use the Bourjois 123 Perfect CC Cream, which I'll first apply with my fingers and then even out with a foundation brush. This makes sure that everything is blended in beautifully around the eye and eyebrow area, and you can be a bit more accurate and careful around those makeup areas. Next I'm going to apply my Lasting Perfection Concealer from Collection underneath my eyes and on any areas of my face that I want to highlight, and I'm going to use the same foundation brush to blend that in, again mixing in with the original foundation and concealer. I'll also blend in the concealer with my fingers and use it on any areas that I want to conceal, like marks or blemishes. Then to set the concealer, I'm going to use the Healthy Balance powder from Bourjois underneath my eyes and on any of those concealed areas, also a little bit on my T-zone and anywhere I don't want to get any shine. I'm just going to press this into the skin using a small eyeshadow brush from MAC. So I'm just going to touch up the purple area of the inside of my eye, as that may have been wiped off a little bit with the concealer and powder and foundation I applied. Then to add a little bit of colour to my face and a bit of contouring, I'm going to use my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural in the shade Medium Dark. which I will apply underneath my cheekbones and on the temples of my head and down my neck as well. Then for blush, I've chosen this lovely peachy shade from MAC, which is called Style. It has a pretty golden undertone to it as well, which looks lovely on the cheeks and gives a nice sheen. Onto lips, and I'm going to use my Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat Pencil in the shade Pillow Talk, which is a perfect natural lip colour. I just want to keep the lips quite simple for this look, as the eyes and the eyebrows are so dramatic. I'm just going to line them and softly fill them in a little so that the lipstick lasts all day. For lipstick, I'm going to use the Colour Riche L'Oreal lipstick in the shade Naomi's Pink, which is a really pretty soft petal nude lipstick. Then on top of that lipstick, I'm going to use my Pure Minerals lip gloss stick in the shade Shocked, which I'm not sure you can buy anymore, but any sort of chubby stick, light gloss in a bright pink will do. And this just helps liven up the lips a little bit and ties in with the cooler shades on the eyes. Then for a finishing touch, I'm going to apply my Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in the shade Topaz on the tops of my cheeks using a fan brush. This just helps catch the light, and I think it's beautiful and bronzy for a festival look. I've also just put a French plait on one side of my hair and curled the other side. And that's the finished look. I really hope that you like this festival-inspired mermaid rainbow brows, hair and makeup look. I think this is a great look for festivals and perfect for the summer. I really hope that you enjoyed this look. Please subscribe to Dressing Room Diaries to keep up to date with all my latest videos and posts.